always important to eat. You don't eat before the meal, you don't get the bonuses. You don't get the bonus health, you don't get the bonus stamina, you don't get the, the extra attack or defense or special defense, whatever. So, attack up, defense up, stamina health, plus my little furry friend got some bonuses too. Important. Important to do that. Also, it's important to keep your weapon nice and sharp. Keep it in blue state. I don't think the blue sharpness on this weapon's very long. So I'm not terribly concerned about keeping blue sharpness all the time, but if we've been fighting the monster for a while, and obviously I lose blue sharpness nearly immediately, I will, it'll be a reminder, oh, you're not on blue, you need to get back to blue sharpness. And then when you get later in the game, you unlock white sharpness, and you get below blue sharpness, then you know you really need to sharpen your weapon. Not that blue sharpness or white sharpness are ever terribly long. Yeah, I've gone through what looks like a singular combo here. I've more or less exhausted all the blue sharpness. Get in there again. Mash, 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 mash. And we switch straight to the sword. Get in there again. Nice. The roar didn't affect me, that's good. Even though it should have. Technically speaking, I don't have earplugs on my character, so it should be affected by a low roar. Because I don't know if the Raytheon has. I imagine it has just like a low roar instead of the high roar, which could be wrong. I know they actually tell you that in Monster Hunter Wilds, and I think there's only one monster that currently has a heavy roar. I think they all have medium roars. So with just level 3, or is it? I think earplugs come in levels of 5. So I think if you have level 3 earplugs, or maybe it's 3 levels. As long as you have level 2 earplugs is sort of what I'm trying to say. Middle of the ground earplugs, you're generally okay on monster roars. You don't really have to worry about having the highest rank earplug to avoid the monster roars. However, I can think of at least 2 monsters off the top of my head that have heavy roars, including a what's his name? Egrex. There it is. Egrex was fucking thing. All it's designed to do is have big fucking chompers, roar like fucking crazy, and just fucking run its ass into you. Big damage. Thank you. Get tired, bitch. Think about the ecology of this. Like, I understand Rathalos, Anjanath, and Raytheon, they're all predators, and the fucking pink Raytheon tried to make a meal out of me when I was trying to fly into the area. But on the other hand, like, fucking Raytheon, like, protects its eggs and shit, like a mom would do, And boy, I got a story about that too, which I'll tell you in just a sec. But don't mess with Mama. She's can be dangerous. Like, like you want to see a woman go from 0 to 100, and like that. Yeah. Offend or threaten her children. Fucking murder you. Anywho, got the point. What I wanted to say is I watched a video on TikTok which was talking about there was an owl sleeping during the day protecting its nest, and a falcon came by and tried to murk it, and it missed. And the owl was like, "Okay, I'm gonna find your ass tonight. Your ass is mine." And that owl did not hold back. The fucking falcon is, it can't see in the dark like an owl can, and it fucking came and attacked its nest, fucking ripped out its hatchlings, and then fucking messed up the mom. Started pulling out all of his feathers. I mean, you come in for one swoop against that owl, you better hope that owl is dead in that one swoop. Because if it ain't dead, oh boy, it made the fucking hawk pay out the fucking ass. Didn't even get any of its little owlets or owl babies or whatever they're called. They just fucking absolutely wreck shit. Like, don't ever fuck with me or my babies ever again. And if you're a hawk, I mean, what? You have to imagine there's better things to go after than an owl. Speaking of which, Daddy Rathlos came home to protect Mommy Raytheon, and now I'm in big fucking trouble. I don't want to fight both these at the same time. Because they won't fight each other, but they will fucking mess you up. Like, unlike other monsters that will sometimes attack, like the Legiana taking on the Pink Raytheon, the Rathalos and the Raytheon will not attack each other. They will fucking work together and murk your ass. I mean, they're not necessarily programmed super well in such a way that they're like really just fucking comboing your ass. The fact that they're both there and they can run through their moves and one can fly up while the other one's on the ground wrecking you. Yeah. Not great. What we're going to attempt to do is we're going to attempt to break the we're going to break the dam. We're going to send them down to the pit. And when they go down to the pit, then we'll hopefully kill the Raytheon and be done with this. I'm going to try to run away. The one nice part is because the Raytheon spends more time on the ground than it does in the air. Once this goes off, she's more or less guaranteed to get washed out in this. Whereas the Rathalos is sort of a 50-50, depending on if he runs back into the water here or not. He got caught too. You dumbass. My bones are nothing. They're mush now. Alright, we just have to find the one without the tail. It's this one here. And that'll be it for you. Ta-da! Alright, let's fucking gather up some materials and we'll head back to base. I'm unaffected by your big boy roar. Raytheon Ruby, another hard to find item. Not as hard as some later monsters gems are, but still kind of hard to get. We'll say that it is a in terms of materials, we'll say it's an uncommon material. We won't say it's a unique material quite yet, or I'm sorry, a rare material. Rare materials are very difficult to get, and uniques are almost guaranteed. You have to run the quest and get it as a bonus item at the end. You're not going to carve it. You're not going to get it out of a capture. Of course, everyone has to collect all the materials, so it can't be all that unique, right? I think one time I was doing one of these missions. I think it was like a specialty mission where you have to take on both the Raytheon and the Rathalos in a single mission. And I ended up getting 2 Raytheon gems. It was really great. We're gonna go get that trail. Let's do it. New research results available.
How you doing?
This is what I've been doing in my off time. You know, if you've been seeing me cut between things, that's what I've been doing. Is I've been checking my materials, checking this, checking that, picking up when the what is it called? When the boat comes in. Petting the Poogie, eating, checking where I'm at in my material and armor building, you know. Stuck in a rut. Stuck in a rut. That's what I am. Not really. I'm not actually stuck in a rut. Or am I? Maybe I am. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't feel like I'm stuck in a rut, but you could definitely look at my life and go, yeah, you're a little bit stuck in a rut there, Chris. You need to make some changes there, buddy. Bam. Bam. I like how sometimes when the bird thingy doesn't get me quite to the camp, it seems to like drop me off right next to the monster, which is like, I want to say equally valuable. At least right now it's equally valuable. Maybe not when I start fighting, you know, the god tier monsters of this game, but right now it's pretty cool. Like, oh hey, you don't have to look for the monster, it's right here. No, you didn't go to camp initially, so you can't pick up any of the stuff here. Okay. I'll have to look at that later. My dad's texting me about a television show that I'm not sure what he's talking about. Wait a minute. Oh, the movie. I'm sorry. My dad's addicted to like 3 or 4 television shows that came out in the 80s and 90s because of how well written and how good the characters were. He doesn't really get into television too much anymore because everything's kind of like a 90s sitcom or an early 2000s sitcom where everything's very formulaic, and while the characters may be interesting, the writing is generally not. It's just generally like, instead of character building, we're just gonna have the same jokes about how Sheldon's a big nerd, he doesn't understand normal human emotion. You know, Leonard and them are also trying to get along in this world where they're really smart, but also kind of normal, and they're gonna get these really hot girlfriends. That's sleeping gas. There's an antidote for sleeping gas, and I don't remember what it is. It doesn't really matter because I took a tail to the face. Gonna do this right. Come on, Rathalos. I mean, Radabon. Do this. See, it's not hard to evade, but you do have to like kind of angle them in such a way that you don't want to get hit by that either. That's a tremor. What that effect is called. You can get armor or gem or whatever that allows you to evade or negate tremor. There's also one that allows you to evade KO, which I don't understand how that could possibly be. Like, oh, we created a giant pad so that when they punch you in the face, you won't have your brain rattle around in your skull. Okay. Cool, I guess. Not sure how you did that, but you did it. Do. Gotta fight this Radabon. He's smart, but he's not. I'm going back to base. We're gonna eat, hopefully. See what's in my mailbox. Hello, mailbox. How are you today? I'm doing quite fine. Thank you for asking, Chris. Are you gonna sing the mail song? No, that's copyrighted. Oh, okay. Have a good day. You too, buddy. Uh-huh. That was an okay meal, said my hunter. You're not going to get a yah out of me, and I'm not going to jump up and down. But I'll definitely give you a small thumbs up. Not a full thumbs up, where I actually fully extend my thumb. But, you know, where my thumb, just the top portion of my thumb is resting on top of my index finger. Did a good job. Here's a Gyros. And apparently Odogaron. Apparently in the area as well, as I'm picking up his scent. And the Odogaron did not come home to its base of sleepiness. I must hunt for him. Mr. Odogaron! Where are you, Mr. Odogaron? You're above me right now. I gotta go up, up, up. And I went up, 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 and he went. I kept going down, 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 and Patrick kept going up, up, up. What did he say, boy? He said the word. What word? Just old magic. Oh, SpongeBob, you were so funny. Now we decided to give that one. We decided to give lots of characters that shouldn't have come back in a second episode. Major starring roles. I've not really watched SpongeBob. I mean, it's been on the air for. That is correct. Greater than 25 years. Not as long as The Simpsons. But if The Simpsons ever ended, I would wonder if it would actually surpass The Simpsons at a certain point. Again, The Simpsons has been on the air since 89, 90. So have to be off the air for at least what? 7 years for them to even come close. I want the tail. Give me your tail. Your tail. I want your tail. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Well, I wasted this combo, didn't I? Boop, boop. Right back to the act. That's fine. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care what you think. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Alright, back in the hole. Back in the hole you go. Okay, great. Now switch over that sword. Stop listening your guts. No, I don't care actually. Fuck the sword. Don't need that. The losers. He is completely worn out. So he's got a lot of fucking pep in his step still. You want a taste of me? Come and get it. Oh, he's got the old limpy limp. Means he's up. Oh, yep, I saw a skull too. Hey, he's near death. We're gonna drop a shock trap on his face after we trank his fucking. I don't know. We're gonna trank him and then we're gonna put a capture thing below him. Take him home with us. Put him on the mantle. You collected 1 Odogaron. You get Apology Survey, large monster capture. Because small monster captures are captured in a little bag that I put on my wrist. Whereas big monster captures have to be done like that. Quest completed. Take it all. Yes, please. Thank you. Appraisal. Hooray. We did it.
That's awesome.
Right, we're going to fight another monster. This time, we're not going to click. We're going to click on the right thing. I'm going to go find the Gyros. The great Gyros. Much like his Great Jaggerous counterpart that his skeleton is somewhat based on. Gyros is not hard to fight. The big thing about Gyros, he is faster than the Jaggerous, and he also likes to throw, spit, and chomp you with poison or paralyze. So if you can negate paralyzation, this fight should go pretty quickly. I.e., just don't get hit by his poison bit. Not poison bit, his paralyzation bit. Let's go, guy. This is me, Grimlick guy. Hey, Grimlick guy, what are you doing? Having a very Grimlick morning. I remember my sister back in the 90s, maybe it was the early 2000s, probably near the early 2000s. She was watching Saturday morning cartoons when they still existed. And I think it was Fox, someone had Mew Mew Power. And I walked into the room and they had obviously they didn't do subtitles. They did the dub. And they had the dub on and walked in the room. The main character goes, "I'm having a very Mew Mew moment." I went, "Yep," and I walked out. And I proceed to reference that every so often. I'm having a very Mew Mew moment. It's so dumb. Of course, if you actually read, well, I shouldn't say if you actually. I know, based on just some very basic context clues, that even the dub or the subtitles aren't quite 100% correct, which is fine. I'm not going to weeb out about it or anything, but I know about as much Japanese as you could probably store in my pinky finger. But just, the constant use of certain words and knowing basic information about when you would use this term versus that term, whatever. I can tell when certain things don't quite fit. Or worst case scenario when they subtitle English. It's like, "Good morning, how are you today?" It's not that bad, but it's always sort of like a broken. It's English, but it's kind of like not 100% there. Like, "Hello, I am from America. How are you today?" And it's like, oh God, and you read like you read the subtitle, and the fucking subtitler is just having a good fucking time when he's like, "Hello, I'm from Japan. I don't know English." Oh, that's a Shin-chan type thing that they would do. I don't think Shin-chan ever did that, but like, that's the kind of shit that the Jin Champ dubbers would have done. I am from Japan. I don't know how to talk English. I mean, I have no problem with, like, taking Jin Chan and just bastardizing the shit out of it. But it would be like Japan taking The Simpsons, just bastardizing it. I'm a big fat American, and this is my wife with her beehive hair. And this is my ignorant son. He needs to learn to grow up and conform like the rest of us. Okay, you're being a little racist there, buddy. We're gonna capture this, by the way. Gotcha. Barely. I think like one pixel hit the trap. Any farther away, and I wouldn't have got that. All right, as we captured him, I'm gonna cut the episode, and when we come back, we are gonna be probably doing more of the same. I'll have to figure out if I'm ready for the Rathian or not. But until then, I hope you all have a good one.